So exactly a single year ago from today, being September 25th, 2018, I had posted my first Minecraft video and first video overall on the Diamond Espion channel. This obviously being the 1 year anniversary, I decided that I should probably elaborate on that and, explain what direction this channel is going to be going. So, first things first, as you can tell by this Minecraft environment, obviously I'm going to continue with MC videos because I have no care for a subscriber count, because I've gained a whole, I don't know, 2 real subscribers that weren't friends. So clearly I haven't had much concern, especially when you also take into account the fact that for 2/3 of my channel's duration, I posted only one video, and that video being 42 seconds, I believe. So clearly I'm not very concerned over subscribers, I just like showing off my crap to the world. Well, this doesn't really change actually, so that's kind of an update for there. Another update is what I'm going to be releasing over the next few days/weeks. This being a new Minecraft map that I hopefully might release, I don't know. If it actually gets any support whatsoever and or recognition, it might end up getting released. Now this video is going to be somewhat showcasing and summarizing everything. I'll go into specifics later. So this new system is a command block combat system based off the CB project, which I had introduced in my first few videos. Currently, it's still not 100% complete, as you can tell by the fact that there are only 4 systems up thus far, and two of them are missing, basically. These are obviously incredibly enhanced versions of what I had initially shown in my Pocket version days, because, well, I don't know, the other system had like 16 blocks, and this has roughly 200. So yeah, there's a bit of difference in the numbers. This system is running off of some stuff that I wrote, some commands that I wrote down here, and they will be transferred up to here, which will be kind of the main menu of this. So this combat thing, I got a little inspired off of Super Smash Bros. Fun little detail about that, because you will be able to select your in quotes character. I mean, it is your character. Via these switches, and because I learned how to use the tag command, finally, I no longer have to make new machines for each and every new character that decides to join. So that's obviously a step up from the previous machine. Along with that, these new machines are both more intricate and better reflect the characters in which I'm trying to base them off of. For those who don't know, which is probably going to be everybody, these characters are based off of book characters from a book me and my friend have been somewhat trying to write. I don't know. We've been kind of on and off with that specific book, and, we've been jumping around with ideas. That's irrelevant, of course. What is relevant, however, this combat mechanic. So I only have 4 of the 6 characters that I plan on releasing. I also plan on releasing additional characters in the future, with one being particularly prominent in my thoughts. So this up here is considered the main menu, the main center, where each character will start off with. They have the option to select whatever character they desire, ranging from the characters, you probably don't care about their names, but Nathan, Hazel, Mason, Cecily, Cole, and Sonia. That's where I plan on placing these 2. So, obviously irrelevant details, but I will show off what exactly makes each individual character unique. Of course, before that, I need to show off exactly how this works. So over here is kind of like, it's going to later be your actual starting point for the main menu, where there's going to be some scoreboards of like win streaks, loss streaks, maybe previously played map. I plan on making this, a legitimate map. This is intended to be a portal in which you will activate from the arena selection screen. So far, I only have a single map, but I plan on extending this screen, or extending this brick wall, really, to be able to, support more maps. So far, the only map that I have right now is an incomplete map called New York. Obviously, it's based off New York, but not really. So when you click that button, it's going to trigger this, in quotes, portal, and it's going to tell you what arena you select. Some particles are going to appear, it's going to be all fancy. Well, when you walk through, you're going to be teleported to this area. As I've explained before, this map is still very, very incomplete. So what's supposed to happen is after basically all the players have arrived, it's going to spread players to basically scatter you around this map. But until then, it's just going to teleport you to this large building, which is somewhat irrelevant. this New York map, obviously, I haven't exactly been very creative with it. It's just your stereotypical big building and a gajillion apartments, all of which were obviously cloned because, well, I mean, you can tell off the roof, the door placement, and the interior. This map is intended to be somewhat close quarters, but considering how massive I made it, not really. This will be obviously the beginning of many. For if you guys have any ideas for, map ideas, please tell me. I would love, love, love to hear them. But anyway, because this detail is somewhat irrelevant, I should be actually showing you what some of the machines do. So first off, this was the first one that I made, CB03 Bolt. That is also a book reference. This machine is, a lot of the boxes are actually experiencing some, how do I say, errors. They're a little flawed. So this one should be currently giving me dandelion yellows, but as you can obviously tell, it's a very prototype thing. I just figured that I might as well show this off for the 1-year anniversary. So how this works, it's somewhat based off of the very first video in which I posted showing off the bolt and in quotes. So I'm going to go and summon a villager to show off. So on the sidebar, you end up getting the scoreboard called volts. It'll show your character, in my case, Diamond Espion. Volts will be deducted, or can be deducted through various means. Okay, actually, I take that back. Maybe I should have planned this out a little bit better. This machine just straight up doesn't work. That sucks. Well, this one actually does. This being Hazel's, being CB11 Frost. Now, I have kind of like a command center of scoreboards on the side. Through scoreboard operations, shows you basically all the statistics that you're going to need to know. This is a trait present on basically every other machine which I have set up. We have Blaze, and we have Blank. The Blank is actually connected to the story, and some interesting facts about it that will gotta result in a pretty big plot twist. But we're gonna show off the main character, being CB01 Blaze, aka Mason. So when you activate the machine, obviously a huge title pops up showing the character's serial number, or book number, really, and kind of what their code name is, this one being Blaze. So depending on who you have, you'll have a set amount of things put in your last few slots of your inventory. You saw this with Hazel's taking up a lot of slot spaces, and with Cecily's also taking up a reasonable amount. Fortunately, Mason's doesn't take up that much, only being the energy shift and muscle switch. This is actually based off of some other. This is also a reference to something, but that's somewhat irrelevant at this moment in time. So, just to kind of show off how far I have gone from the old machine. The original machine of this was actually completely different from what it is now. It was like some really cheesy telekinesis kind of deal. Obviously, it's changed. So I've added stuff like sprinting upon, you get speed when you sprint, but also deduct some energy points. When you drop certain things like this, you'll get special effects in the case of Mason. In this case, he gets... I'll explain the huge story behind it, but for now, you get to just kind of see how some of it works. Here's a kick, and here is kind of a slow-mo little mechanic, which I'll explain later. And here's a jump, to whom it may concern. It didn't work. Okay, it's still not, oh, there it goes. So, anyway, and then here's some drawbacks. If you use it for too long, you get drawbacks. I'll explain a little bit more later. So that's just kind of a quick little show off. In fact, here, I think I have more I can show off. Oh, dang it, it's still slowness. Like here's another little thing to show off. Boom. There's an additional setting for each of them. So for example, you can get stuff like super punches, super kicks. Okay, not really super kicks per se. Wall jumps, which is honestly probably the coolest part about this. Which also, yeah, okay, yeah. When you're in a close area like this, obviously it's a little buggy. But that's somewhat irrelevant anyway. So that's just kind of a quick little summary of what this machine will be like. A quick little, show off of how this thing works, of what my first arena will be like, which is obviously it's It's not very good, okay? I built this in like a day or two. Most of it involved cloning, and I obviously didn't put my full attention into making it. So yes, duh, this isn't a professionally made map, nor do I intend to be super impressive and or popular. It's just something that I decided to make because I was bored and because I decided that I wanted to make something cool for my return to YouTube after 5 months of not posting a video, and after roughly 8 months of not posting a decent video. So anyway, or no, I think it was closer to 9 months for being honest. So anyway, thank you for watching this cringy 10-minute video where I failed to show you my new map, which will soon be released, and by soon I mean in several months. But if this actually gains popularity, I might end up making that wait shorter. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe for future updates on this map. I will be showing off each and every command, obviously very soon. I don't actually have much else to say. Have a nice day, everybody, and I shall see you all later.